Next, we have Rupa Korde, who will be explaining the policy in detail to us. Over to you, ma'am.
Thanks, Nagalakshmi. I so Karen has covered most of the gist that what we're going to do in the policy. I'll just take you through quickly how this is going to work and what we plan to do at WageIndicator. What we aim to do over here is to ensure that no one ever faces any kind of problem, and especially this safeguarding policy relates to safeguarding of children and vulnerable adults, and who would come directly or indirectly in contact with through our work. So WageIndicator plans to take all the possible steps to safeguard and protect children and vulnerable adults who would come in contact with the activities of WageIndicator during its work from abuse or maltreatment. Now, this safeguarding policy applies to each and everyone, all the stakeholders of the organization. It includes the board members, the directors, international staff, employees, whether full-time or part-time. We have a huge set of interns working for WageIndicator. All those interns, consultants, sometimes there are specific people contracted for some projects. This could also include visitors offline, include journalists and all associate personnel. This safeguarding policy will be applicable to all the areas of work, wherever there is direct or indirect contact with children and vulnerable adults. And we aim to have a robust, accountable, and transparent system for response, reporting, and learning where safeguarding risk materialize. Karen also briefly explained the legal framework. The policy has been drawn on the basis of legislation, international instruments, and guidance that seeks to protect children and adults at risk in international contexts. But the different WageIndicator offices located in various countries will apply national safeguarding legislation. WageIndicator has a safe recruitment policy already in place, but we aim to make it stronger. The policy will ensure that there is no risk of unsuitable people entering the organization. And not only this, also people who are already within the organization, in case if there is an issue which comes up, proper steps and actions will be taken. There is also a code of conduct in place, and this code of conduct, all the members of WageIndicator, including directors, international staff, interns, anyone and all stakeholders of WageIndicator will read the code of conduct. They'll receive it next month. They will read it and sign it. And we expect that everyone adheres to the values and the minimum standards of the code of conduct. The objective of this code of conduct is to have a culture of safeguarding best practice such that the risk of harm is reduced. There's also a whistleblowing policy in place. The policy, I'll also show you where all the documents are available. In case there is any problem that anyone notices, they can take help from this. The whistleblowing officer is Karen Rutter. The reporting process is fairly simple. So Karen is the safeguarding lead for WageIndicator. You can meet her in person, or she's always available on email. Or to the safeguarding lead director, which is Rupa Korde. And I don't think that this will really apply when Karen is there as the safeguarding lead, that they feel they're unable to report to Karen. But in any case, the safeguarding lead or the safeguarding director, they'll follow up the matters, and if you decide to be anonymous, that will be ensured. All the concerns which are there will also be reported to Wage Indicator's General Director. And all the steps, again, I will be sharing where the documents are kept, and all the steps mentioned in those documents will be followed. For implementation and review, so this basically it's going to be available on all the Wage Indicator sites. So there is a mother Wage Indicator site, wageindicator.org, and it will also be there available on the all national websites of Wage Indicator. Again, in terms of implementation and review, like I said, everyone will be signing the code of conduct as a part of the induction process, and the safeguarding lead will ensure that these arrangements are done smoothly. So we'll be emailing all the stakeholders, the code of conduct and the policies. Let's say if there are people who are directly in contact with children, we don't really have children working for Wage Indicator, but we have included that since some of the interns who work with us are in the age group of 17, 18. That's why it's essential to have that. But all those who come in contact with also vulnerable adults will be trained to have safeguarding practice and follow its policy. Again, this policy will be reviewed annually by the General Director. Like I said, all the policy documents is available on the website. The policy documents you can find are safeguarding policy, code of conduct, anti-bullying and harassment policy, whistleblowing policy, safer recruitment policy. The reporting form is right here on the website, safeguarding incident reporting form, and all the managing safeguarding investigation. So all steps and procedures will be shared, are already shared. It's already there on the website. As Wage Indicator has a transparent policy for everything, all this is already available on the website. You can visit that, check. And in case if you have any questions, first step of contact is Karen or me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rupa ma'am, for the detailed explanation of the policy. I'm sure everyone will find this extremely helpful in their future.